Yes.
Sutter,
Present.
Firth here. Poe, is it Poe?
Yeah, Alan Poe.
Alan Poe.
Edgar.
Edgar Allan Poe, okay.
All right.
Mr. Alder?
He's on his way, so we have a quorum. Item number 3 is approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
I guess you were able to, I sent that to you, right?
The minutes?
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
you did.
Does any member see any additions or corrections to the minutes as presented?
I didn't send them out, I should. I really got the agenda sent out. You noticed that, I'm sure.
I noticed that.
Sorry.
I really look forward to seeing the minutes of the previous
And-
meeting.
I know, I'm sorry about that.
I move for their approval.
All second.
The moved and second approve the minutes of the previous meeting. Roll call.
Sutter,
Yes.
Bixler,
Yes.
Firth, yes.
All right. Item number 4 is to
Unless you do.
do what?
I said I don't have anything unless you
Does any member have any business that needs to go into executive session at this time? Ron,
Do not.
Ed? Okay, hearing none. We'll move down to Todd's report. Sonia, do you want to, if Todd gets here?
do. Sure.
Start dissecting it.
Okay. Hit me with your best shot.
Anything happening different this last meeting, or out of ordinary?
Well, yes. I should have billed Venture in August, and I billed them last month, and we've received their check for a year, so they paid for a year again, $25,000.
Very good.
So we collected that.
And let's see, that is...
Not reflected in here because I just got it in.
Okay.
These were as of,
So it's
the fourth.
reflected in the accounts receivable.
yes. Then I didn't have the TIF check, was 27,000 something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not reflected in there either, that we collected. That is not reflected in the accounts receivable either because I didn't have that amount. So we took in.
And it was how much?
54,000 is what I deposited yesterday.
Right. So
So that's on top of the
On top of
79
this. 79.
that we have.
No, it was 27 for the tax increment, 27 something for the, I can go find,
Well, but we got,
I know, I'm just saying, and then
54.
25,000 was rent income, or rail call, yeah, it's land lease, I guess. That's 25,000, see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
And then we got rent for 2,000 something.
Right, from Martin Marietta.
okay, well, you're looking at, I'm looking at this 79
Where you
over
got?
here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
On
well,
the
it's the
TIF.
same thing here.
Oh, on the TIF?
Yeah.
The TIF was
The
on.
79
So
plus.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Plus the
27.
27,000 something.
Yes,
Mhm.
same as here.
Catch up now.
Okay, we're with you now.
And land
Not
lease,
often I get ahead.
land lease
Okay,
would be 27 plus the 2,037.50, which is Martin Marietta's land lease.
okay, the 45
Okay.
plus the 25 for venture,
Yeah.
and then that's a monthly,
Yep, that's one.
2,037.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
Great.
we also had, and it should be reflected in here, staying in. March, we had one train for $11,220,
Uh-huh.
so
That was a train with all the,
I don't know who it goes to, sorry.
well, I mean, I think it was all the, what do we call the rock, the, 5/8.
Okay.
And we haven't had any trains in April, right, Sonny?
Not yet. Yeah, not yet.
Expect, maybe?
I honestly could not tell you. I can tell you this, that as of this Friday, Freddie Bala is not with Martin Marietta anymore, and Joe Mathia is taking over all of his stuff. So he will be our guy for now.
Randy told me about that, Freddie and I would acknowledge that Freddie's been a real
He has.
plus for us, you know, and then he's been a real ambassador at the turkey hunt. I know he's not obviously gonna hear any of this, but I don't know whether we ought to just for fun write a letter or something.
Sure, we can do that.
I mean, just appreciating what he said. Because there's a kind of a tipping point there, Ed, when I felt like he kind of stepped up, and then we got the 5/8 going, and when, you know, nothing else was going.
Okay, good.
Anyway,
Where's he going to, do you know?
No, I do not. I didn't.
Randy told me, I think, Dallas or
He
something,
has
run a trucking.
it's a it's a business one of his friends started, or a college friend that started, so he's gonna do it. But I don't know any more than that. The only other thing I'll say on financials, if you'll look at your miscellaneous income, you'll notice that in March it was a plus 1,000, in April it's a negative 1,000. And the reason that is because that was a pass-through of Martin Marietta's sponsorship for the turkey hunt, because we're already a client with them. That's the easiest way. We did it last year too. So, but they did a sponsorship. So it was an in and out, so just FYI.
Drove by there a few days ago. I mean, I hadn't been by there in quite a while, and boy, Venture's lot is full of material. Rounded up high, which I thought was a good sign. I don't know, you would probably know more about that, Sonia. And trucks lined up, it looked like they're getting ready to do, you know, a big project.
It worked out. The only other thing is we need to pay the other part of our insurance. And they're listed in accounts receivable. We need to pay our lease on the track to BNSF, which is $614.93. And then everything else is normal. So those are just items that.
Let's see, how much is the insurance? I should be able to see that.
It's $13,361.70 is the other half. And it should be on here. It's listed. We paid $12,338 in January, and we're paying the balance in April, $13,361.70. Is there anything else you have questions on that I might be able to help with? Stan, do we need to go through the accrual and all of that, or are you good?
I'm good, sorry.
Okay.
We've got our total liabilities down to $430,000. Would that be correct, Sonia, on the second page?
That would be correct. And just, well, now I'll say that down here. We digress a lot on the financial.
Well, it's good to have a discussion because when you come to these things, I know Bob, once a month, and look at these numbers, it's always good to be refreshed.
Mhm.
And especially nice to visit about them when they're positive.
We'll do that a little bit more in a second. Bless you.
And that total liability keeps dropping,
That's another
Ed
positive.
keeps pointing out. It seems like yesterday it was 700-some thousand, now it's down to 430.
Okay, very good report. Ed, any other questions?
Have none, I move for approval.
I move to approve.
You'll second.
Oh, I'll second.
Okay, the moved and seconded. Roll
Roll call. Bixler,
Yes.
Sutter,
Yes.
McCarthy, yes.
All right. Sonia, you're up.
Okay, so our discussion last month, we discussed our finances and how things were going and all that, and talked about talking to Rob Graham, which I did, and Rob is coming to the hunt this year, so we can kind of work on that. And also, he extended an invitation on our behalf to Jeffrey Eastis, and he's over all of the rail engineering for BNSF, and he will be here. So, over at the turkey hunt, that's something that I would like for you guys to maybe visit with them about and get some, and one of the primary reasons is we need to talk to them about what we anticipate we're gonna be bringing in. So like if we're gonna be bringing in stuff with Invenergy, which we'll find out because their guest, they have 3 people coming, Invenergy does, who would purchase trade wind stuff. So they're really interested in using our yard. And we need to see how that's gonna work with us if we need to build. I mean, and they can advise us on how we need to build out. So that's getting everybody here at the same time and having those conversations during the hunt would be very beneficial. So again, I ask if you guys can please come and help have those discussions. That would be very much appreciated. And actually, Bob is going to be guiding Invenergy, so.
That's the reason I'm spending a little extra time tomorrow trying
That and the frequent visits to Walmart.
to. Yeah.
So, anyway, I wanted to make you aware that Rob was coming and we have BNSF's engineer as well coming. So we can all be on the same page at the same time.
So what, look, can I ask, what are they planning on? They plan on storing blades here, transmission poles? What do you anticipate?
I don't know
So
at
I'm-
this time.
So I need to,
You're on a fact-finding mission.
so I need to chat them up, okay?
Because they haven't, she just told me this at Noah's legislative event. They're still keeping it under wrap until Tradewind makes their announcement. So,
They sent letters out.
so,
But I think a simple way to put this, Bob, Clark could clarify this, but they essentially, in the oil business would be, they bought a lot of leases.
Mhm.
And so one of the leases is this project down here, Southern Woods County. Now, you know, where they're gonna drill first, I don't think they know at this time. So that would be, you know, whether this project is in their mind a number 1 project or down the line, that hasn't been determined.
determined yet.
I think that's just a simple way to put it, but then some, you know, and I think everybody needs to also realize, it's just like in the oil business, every lease doesn't always get drilled. I mean,
Right.
You know, it'll progress down the line, and the financing, the backing, and the whole 9 yards will come into play. And, you know, we don't know where this project ranks in their mind.
That's right.
But if they did build it, then they would obviously be bringing, or the rail bark would be an opportunity for them to unload Neil.
And it's not just Vicky, I mean, they have two coming in from Denver, so.
It also depends on where those other leases are as to whether our facility would be located in a position to help. So it doesn't have to be just
Right.
one lease here.
Yeah.
So yes, you're on a fact-finding mission.
Yep, Emily's coming, and then Vicky.
Mhm. And Vicky, and then,
The other one's not hunting. they said.
she's not hunting, no, but she will be here.
Okay.
I think, Bob, you can check this out with them, but I think they picked up some leases possibly in maybe Garfield and Kingfisher County. I'm not certain, I'm speculating on that. And so obviously that isn't that far. You know, there's all kinds of, always find it interesting going like Midland, like from Amarillo to Lubbock. It's amazing how many blades and turbines you see being moved down that interstate. And so that they move them along on on trucking a long ways. It's kind of surprising to me sometimes.
Yeah. Vicky that's coming, knows my niece and Laverne real well.
Yeah.
Her
I-
best
I
friend's a
kinda saw
teacher.
that.
Did you see that?
Yeah,
So,
I did.
yeah, so we'll stop. We'll let the boys chat them up at the ranch too, because they're all, she's from Guyman and she worked for Panhandle Eastern, so I worked with some of the same people she did, so
Oh, I just had it in my hand.
I'll chat them up. I'm pretty good at finding out stuff. So.
Well, I know you're very good. That's great
Oh, there it
that
is.
you're gonna have them, because that is certainly a potential real deal for us.
Yeah.
So, just FYI,
Yes.
okay?
What else you got for us? We have a hard time topping that.
Who else do we need to chat up while we're here?
Well, Francis Renewable Energy's one that we're gonna be talking with. He'll be in Thursday, and we have sit-down meetings with the city of Alva Friday morning. And he's coming with Western Farmers. I can get you more, probably, I can tell you more on after Wednesday, after tomorrow, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can tell you tomorrow.
You need to tell me too if I need to run the ladies by the park. Have they been to the park? We'll find out.
I believe Vicky
we'll
has,
we'll
but
adjust
I
accordingly.
don't believe the others have.
Okay.
But on your way to Laverne, you might see what kind of condition it's in.
I can do that.
Okay. And I sent you all the guest list. I don't know if that was helpful. If it wasn't helpful, kind of give you
Yeah.
an idea.
It was.
We do have people come, I mean, we got one coming from Mock, Baker Hughes, Mid-States. Like I said, we have quite a ODOT. Ron McDaniel's gonna be here with ODOT. He's actually gonna come over and ride down with Keith and Monty and Kai to the luncheon. So,
He's a good guy. We need to cultivate that.
yes, we do. We need to for Avard infrastructure, and we also will probably with the arena project on those roads out there on the highway. So, I know that the group from Taiwan they are coming, and Max McDermott is gonna guide them, and they have tours set up with Vantage Plain Plastics and Value Added Products, and Max is gonna take them to Divine Water for that. I mean, they wanna hunt a little bit, but they wanna see what's going on, so. Anyway, that's kinda where we are. We have 2 coming in for Plain Plastics. We have, someone with the Oklahoma Municipal League, and then, I don't know if you noticed, but Jimmy Trammell with the city of Pryor Creek is coming, and with him is coming Matt Jenrich from Google. So, we have quite a wide variety.
Sounded like somebody provided a good effort to get our invitees as good as maybe we've ever had before, so.
Well, we also, our lead architect for the arena project, or the event center project, is Glenn Calvert with Prefert, and he's gonna be here, and he's bringing a lot of material that we're gonna have up for people to look at and start getting familiar and chatting about that project, so that'll be good.
Could I bring some of my panels that have lost their bottom, little U corroded for him?
They don't have a road hazard.
So, that's the next 3 days.
Pretty good.
I'm curious, so please, 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 come both nights. Both nights would be great. Both nights would
Wouldn't
be
miss
great.
it for anything.
I say again, both nights would be great.
Both?
Both nights would be great.
What night's the shotgun deal?
I think
Thursday?
we're gonna do it on Thursday. The lieutenant governor will be here Wednesday night for dessert after Woodward. But I think we're gonna wait and do the guns on Thursday after we see how anybody's had any success. Because if they haven't, then we might not give them away. We might not need them.
So tomorrow night's at 7:30, and
Yeah.
Thursday night is,
About the same time, yeah.
But you can
Come
out early.
earlier and visit, because people
Yeah.
will be coming in and cleaning up and wanna talk business, so.
What about, is the guy down that's been here for umpteen years or shot turkey all over the world?
No, he passed away.
Earl Groves, yeah, he passed.
Did he really?
Yes,
Yeah.
he did.
That's sad.
Dave Linder was telling him about it.
Okay,
So, no, he will be missed.
Alabama or?
He's from like
Georgia or
Georgia.
Alabama, one of those.
I saw Higginbotham, whoever that's gonna be here again. for the
Yes,
National
Robert will
Wild
be
Turkey
here.
Federation.
And the gentleman that purchased the hunt is a veterinarian, and he's from Springfield, Illinois. And he's a former NWTF board member as well.
Keith gonna hunt him?
No,
We got Keith in Taiwan.
no, we got Keith with the rail engineer. Maybe.
Somebody who's gonna guide him?
Who's gonna guide Keith?
No. Keith's a lost cause.
Present.
I've
I don't
hunted,
think he'll be listening.
I've hunted with him. No, I'm just kidding. So who's gonna guide the guy that bought the hunt?
I can tell you,
That's okay, I'm just curious who's gonna hunt.
he will be with Tyler in Higginbotham.
Okay. Do we have any remarks by our citizens?
stand under a new business.
I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead, Ed.
I think this would come under new business. I got a phone call from Bo Hannaford last week. And I think his title might be Vice President of Academic Affairs at Northwestern. And he said he wants to bring to our May meeting, if at all possible, somebody that is wanting to do a partnership with Northwestern on raising hemp in this area. And according to Bo, they're interested in the park and on maybe shipping. And he will try to be here next month if their schedules will allow it. Somebody was out of state this week, or out of this meeting, and they want to possibly discuss how we can be involved with the college and this company that will be possibly trying to convince farmers to grow hemp. So, just the very initial, I don't know what they've all done, but I don't even understand exactly what the law is, but I think if you're gonna grow hemp and you're gonna promote it, you've gotta have some kind of partnership with the university.
Research.
And Northwestern might be becoming involved in that.
We may have more than one coming to us about that.
More than one company?
It's interesting, this tie-in, Ed, with the universities in this product. Is that in part of the Farm Bill, a requirement for a company to have some kind of tie-in with a university, or?
I haven't seen the law, but it's my understanding that that is a requirement before they can enter production of hemp. They've got to have like a research, and the university's got to be behind it, and got to support it, and got to agree on how many acres can be planted, and it's kind of they go together and come up with a plan, and Hannaford's pretty excited about it. I could tell he thought it might be good for this area. Probably a little premature to know exactly what's going to happen, but we do have a college here, and that might be a pretty good fit.
Okay. That's all kinds of good news tonight, Bob. Potential good news. All right. Sorry about missing that new. Any other member have any other new business to be brought before the board at this time?
I'm still trying to find something for you. I'm still looking, trying to find something unique. So, just FYI, it's not necessarily new business, but I just
Okay.
throw that out there.
Gotcha.
Joe Royster.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, anything else? We'll move on. All right. Item number 11 is remarks by any of our citizens.
See you all at the turkey.
I will not see you at the turkey hunt.
Oh, my. Okay. Motion to adjourn.
Move to adjourn.
Second. Roll call.
Roll call. Dixler.
Yes.
Saturday.
Yes.
Burke, yes.